As you can see, it's finished printed now. So what I want to do is remove the model from the bed. It's pretty easy because the glue is it's already been pre-done. But there you go. There's the model. This is the Dremel. See, it's now finished printed. So in here, you take this out. There we go. As you can see, this Dremel's printed and very similar to the Bieber. It's finished printed now, so what we want to do is click confirm and check to see if it's stuck and fully printed and not warped. So we remove the cover, put it down, just a clean surface, check to see if it's not warped or anything. No, and it's fully printed, so that's a good news to me. So it's stuck to the plate. Now what we want to do is make sure that none of this drips anywhere, or even on me. That's why I'm wearing gloves, because it's really toxic to the skin. So I put this here, take this off, and put it down like that. Now we turn this off. If I can get the switch, it's off now. And now what we want to do is remove the model from the plate. So we get the spatula here and make sure that it's okay. Just gently pry this off, like so. Make sure it doesn't touch that, and clean this plate off. So we have, yeah, that's fine. Make sure there's nothing else on it. Like that, and we put it back on. After you've done with the printing, it's recommended to take all the resin out of the plate and put it back into the resin jug. Well, so what to prevent it from damaging the film, because it could set if there's unexpected sunlight or UV radiation potentially attached to it. So we now put this back on to just keep this safe for the time being. Like that. Make sure there is no resin drips. So now with this model, I will clean it up, take off. So now what we want to do is try and clean this off. Here in this bucket I've got here is isotope. It's 99.8% alcohol. It's what we use to clean the resin off, as it can completely take off any excess resin that's inside or outside. Also, we need to clean the model on the inside as well. So if I just mix it around here. Since this is a small model, I don't need to wear a mask. I just need to wear gloves. And I don't need to wear goggles because it's not really too big. There's not a lot of alcohol I need to use. There's no bits really flying. It's very minimal stuff really. If it was a big object like that, I would generally wear some protection for the eyes in case anything flies out at you. But yeah, so that's that done now. It's all cleaned up in isotope. Put it back. And remove the supports. So there's the supports you can see, with the big ones are the medium ones, the light ones are the small ones, and this middle has been supported on the inside. So let me remove these real quick. Since it's a small model, it was really easy to remove. Get the inside ones, like so. As I keep, as you can see, with the heavier supports, you can see what they've left. This is what damages the surface. You can clean these off by sanding it or just using a small knife. But what you try to do is minimize the big supports. You want to use as much of the mini supports as you can to support this object. So it's really fragile and weak at the moment because it's not being cured. This resin is strong on its own, but it's still really flexible, and I don't want to break it right now until it's cured. But you see there is a hole right there, so that now allows the resin to flush out on the side and on the other side. If it's slightly covered up, but it is there, it's just because of the alcohol. But yeah, so now I'm on to cleaning it up and curing it. It is important to note that the layers on this is really fine. On the camera you can't probably see it, but I can, and they're really, really fine. If you compare this now to the filament ones, which we'll be seeing later, this describes fully what the printer Eagle Mars can do at 0.5 of a layer depth. Hello, so in here is where we cure our resin. As you can see, we've got the UV light, and this is a mirror box, so the UV can reflect off all of the mirrored surfaces, so it equally cures the part. And here is our timer, so we've got this set, so it evenly sets up. So we got it around 30 to 20 minutes, so once it's finished, it will shut itself off. As you can see, there's already a part in here that's been done. But yeah, so I cannot show you the object curing because it could potentially damage the camera lens and give spots. You've got the Dremel, which is in black ABS. This is printed in really fine, so really minimal width on the layers. You can see, you can't see it on the camera, but the difference is very noticeable compared to the Bebo that's on the right, so your left, which is this one. This is in PLA filament, and as you can see, it's very noticeable on the layers of how much detail this printer can print. So compared to Bebo and Dremel, Dremel wins this one in layers and detail. We go to the middle one, which is resin. This one is printed in really fine layers, barely visible to the eye as well. Even I struggle seeing them, but it's printed out really nice.